Do you feel emotionally connected to your plants? As if in the process of caring for them, they as well are caring for you? What about planty DIYs and thrifting for plant items? If I have your attention, then the Plants by Wade Lee podcast is for you. Join me, plant friends, as we dig deep and experience the magic of plants. Hey, plant friends. Welcome to the 4th season of the Plants by Wade Lee podcast. I'm super excited to have David from Trash Talk NYC with us. He is going to share a little bit about his mission and what he has going on, cleaning up the streets of New York City, which is incredibly amazing. And not just cleaning, but growing plants and bringing green to the streets of New York. David, welcome to the podcast. I'm very excited to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Awesome. Let's just get into it. You started this mission in May of 2026. So just a few months ago. I was astounded to hear that it is such a new project and you already have so much foothold. Let's just start with what Trash Talk NYC is and your mission and just kind of how you got started doing this, a passion project of yours.
It started with no plan for anything like what it is now. If someone went back to the start of Trash Talk, this account started on May 11th. And I know that because we count the number of days since then. And on May 11th, I posted a video of me for 20 minutes with my phone in horizontal, walking around with a grabber in a bag, picking up some trash on a neighboring block. And I had no idea what I was doing with this project when that happened. There's no plan besides maybe getting a couple people from the neighborhood together to help clean our blocks because they were pretty bad at that point. But then I wanted to get better at making the videos. And I reached out to a couple people who I knew in the space. And one of them, Andrew from Clean the Block, which is an account based in Texas doing a similar thing. He responded to my message and he told me a little bit about how to make the videos better. So day 5, I made a video better. Like I edited it better and filmed it better. And I think that blew up. And then a couple days later, another one blew up. Like I think it was over 100,000 views and the account had just started. And then it kept happening pretty frequently, even as, the cleaning projects got a lot more ambitious. And the journey's been crazy. And we're still trying to figure out how to land this plane. But we're basically doing everything in our power legally to clean up certain areas of New York by gardening, beautifying, and literally cleaning, like picking up trash, sweeping where it's needed. And it's been a lot of fun, and the neighborhood here really loves it. I really like doing it, and the volunteers really enjoy it too. And we're starting to assemble a team of people who have more expertise in every field related to this. But it's an exciting project for sure.
Yeah. Well, David, what I've loved about it is that we're on that journey with you. You're literally, here's a tool that I realized I needed while I was gardening today. And then the next day it's, okay, here it is. Here's the hoe, or here's the compost. It's so cool.
I have like a pickaxe, a shovel, a rake, all in that closet over there. These boxes are filled with like a circular saw, other kinds of saws, power tools. I think we have like 4 drills. Everything here, everything is related to the projects that we do because it takes a lot of sustained effort and also learning to figure out how to do all this stuff.
Yeah, for sure. And like for people that don't live in New York or have ever visited, the streets, a lot of the streets have little areas with trees and then kind of like a garden space that most all of the streets are not utilized. And so you have this kind of compacted soil that is, for one, hydrophobic, like water's not getting through because it's so compacted. So you're literally going into these spaces and pulling up that soil, rejuvenating the soil, adding amendments so that you can plant plants in there. Yeah, which is so cool.
We can do it by recruiting qualified volunteers because when we do this stuff, it is really fun. You're literally getting invited to a video shoot where we're probably going to post it to the internet and it's going to go out to so many people and this account's big. So it's very fun running this, and I've learned so much every day.
Yeah. David, so when you started the account, did you have it in your mind that this was going to be this kind of driving force to clean up the city, or
No,
it just kind of happened organically?
not at all. There was
Yeah,
yeah, that's why I brought this. This has never been seen on video. Like this is, I want to do a video when I have time discussing the origins of this account because I think it's really interesting. There's a lot of cool stuff, but this was a piece of paper that I brought with me, I think on the first day of filming, that is like a description of what I thought I was doing at the time.
I love that.
Do you want to hear it?
Yes, I would love to hear it.
All right, first time it's been recorded. So it's in English and Spanish. It has the QR codes for the Insta and TikTok. That says, I clean up 1 block of Washington Heights every day to make the neighborhood more comfortable for residents. This is just picking up trash. Today, I cleaned your block. Follow the project using the QR codes for Instagram and TikTok. Send me a message or leave a comment if you want to suggest an area to clean tomorrow. That was the vision at that time, which that was a great vision. It really worked well. And the thing that I did differently was I started posting, suggest a location for me to clean in the comments instead of on a piece of paper. But that took the account through the first couple phases of growth.
Which has only been, again, just a few months, which I just think
that first phase of growth, I'd say was, gosh, that was a tough time. It was every day filming consistently, no breaks. It was sustained. I don't know how many days it went for, like the streak, but it might have been 30 or 35 straight days of filming. It sucked. Like I was working at the time and then I quit my job, but it was brutal. But yeah, video went out every single day and I had to go to the places that people suggested. Even if I didn't put it like in the video that it was based on conversations and on comments.
Wow. Have you done cleanups in all the boroughs so far?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, not Staten Island yet because I haven't had the time to get there, but I'm planning to drive there soon. But yeah, it was intentional once I saw the account was named Trash Talk NYC because Trash Talk was taken. Trash Talk NYC, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, when I saw that it was New York City and not like Washington Heights, I thought, well, shoot, if I want to like get New York involved, well, you can tag the location. So I was just like going all around New York, hitting the different boroughs. And I think with videos, they get recommended to like the geographic area it was filmed in. So it was just a way to kind of bring all the boroughs together. And it worked because the email list signups, this was crazy. But in the first 2 weeks, I think we got 2,000 email signups or something crazy with like phone number, email, and like so that we could send them cleanup information. And we had their boroughs. And it is a pretty even split between the boroughs, which is really cool.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I love the representation from every borough.
Yeah. Well, and that's my next question. The motto is every block counts. And what does that phrase mean to you? And what do you hope that New Yorkers interpret from this?
Every block totally matters. Like, I think we have our apartments, but as soon as we step out of our doors, we're in this new environment that is a wasteland of care. Like, and I want to do a whole series of videos on this, but because it's almost like a philosophy thing, but like you're in your home and it's a place that people care about. You go out your door and then there's a place where people don't really care about, at least not in my building. Like it's clean, but it's not that clean.
Right.
I can help. Sorry, my super. But when you leave the building and you're on the sidewalk, like it's so many places in New York, and there are a lot of people that like don't understand how bad it is in some parts. But in a lot of New York, no one seems to care for anything visually. Like the tree beds are just barren or concrete and there are rats. The paint is all chipping. There's weird stains on the ground. The drains need to be unclogged. There's just like so many things that could be fixed. And it's not that difficult to do. And
Yeah.
so I just thought, like, what if we started doing those things, at least everything that we could legally do, find qualified people to do these things. And that's what we're working on.
Yeah. Well, you know what I'd love to, David, is that, there's one thing to like clean up the trash, but then to plant a garden and that next person walking by that has that piece of trash is going to think twice
Yeah,
about
yeah, exactly. And we're going to
throwing
do
it in a
education in this
garden.
neighborhood about, like, we're going to test the soil here, both before and after. And we're going to talk to people about how trash and smog and stuff, cigarette butts, they really impact the health of the soil. And that this can and should be a closed environment to like toxins or like dog pee, for example.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we're going to have that conversation. And it's going to be okay because we'll be able to solve problems as they come up, I think.
Yeah.
But we'll have that moment. We'll probably throw a party for the block to have this conversation. And then we'll just like keep going and we'll just make sure people understand why it's happening
Right.
as we're doing the project. Because some people see it and they're like, the super's paying someone to do it. Like they think I'm a contractor or something.
Right. Right.
Like I thought they'd see the Instagram, but actually a lot of people on the block just are like, they just think I'm doing this, like,
Oblivious to it.
just
Yeah.
myself. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so interesting. I'm sure I can't imagine what some of the questions and people, the
Yeah.
inquiry of like, what are you
There's
doing, David?
so many times. I mean, I scare people off the block sometimes because I'll like come out. It's so funny because I know what's happening. My followers know what's happening, but the neighborhood doesn't always. Like one funny story from a couple days ago is I got a pickaxe. Do you want to see it? It's like back there.
Yeah.
All right, got it.
Because it definitely gives a visual of like when I'm talking about the soil is compacted, it's like a brick. So you need something like this.
It's this. This is like we're literally using this just a couple hours ago. And I'm gonna set it down on the ground and try not to get the dirt everywhere. But let me see if I can bounce this thing. Yeah, that's okay. So the soil is seriously so compacted. Like I wanted to bring this stuff because it's really funny and you'll like it. And I hope that this kind of spreads. This is, a fork that I got that I thought would be fine because it's been fine for other stuff I've done with gardening. It bent just like it got crushed.
Yeah.
And so the metal goes before the soil. And so I realized I need the right tool for the job. And some of the Dominican guys on my block, they used to work on farms and they suggested a pickaxe because that's what they use.
Yeah.
They like it. It's like they all, I don't know, that's the right tool for it. And so I tried it. And it's great. But the funny story is I pulled up on my block. I was driving, I parked. And then I got out of my car, opened my trunk and took out a pickaxe and started like walking towards the neighborhood. And people were like so confused because like you never see a pickaxe anywhere in New York or like let alone just in Washington Heights.
Right.
So I think someone kind of like scooted to the other end of the block, but it was literally just to do the gardening that everyone likes here. Just an unusual tool.
Yeah. Well, it's also interesting about what kind of nutrients you're going to bring back to those trees because they're suffering or just.
Yeah. For all these beds, just to give the process, and it's a bit of a process, but we take the soil, we break it up with a pickaxe, we break it up further with, a big sort of pitchfork.
Yeah.
Then we add 1 or 2 bags of compost. Right now we add leaf compost, but earlier in the season we added some manure, which didn't smell like anything. It was fine.
Yeah.
But it helped reinforce the soil. So that was great, and it was pretty hardcore getting all that set up. And then we built the fences to protect everything. And then we started bringing the flowers. And we've been buying them. We'll probably be able to get them for free, hopefully someday through a sponsorship. But for the trees, we found plants that would work with this environment. Like they're natives or they're very hardy. You don't need a lot of watering. We planted those and they look great. And I'm going to talk to the community and I'm going to teach them because I didn't know this. These are perennials. Most of them are natives. And I'll have an educator to teach them this.
Yeah.
And if you take care of these through to fall, these beds are going to be flourishing. Like we're going to have gardeners spread these seeds and it's just going to bloom. Like,
Yeah.
but all you have to do is just these couple things, like cigarette butts. I'm giving away containers for you to put your cigarette butts in. Like, just use them. What else? Litter, just don't do it or pick it up if you see it because these beds, they're super clean now. So it's pretty obvious when there's litter. No dog pee. And we're going to try and take care of the dog pee problem and dog poop problem by having bags set up and everything if we can, or have one
Yeah.
for free as a giveaway, like something.
Yeah.
And
In
we
the
really
corner or
try and fix
something.
the problem.
Yeah. I think it's so cool. And I love that it's completely organically happened just from that idea. And so
Yeah,
my next
it's
question is,
crazy.
how did you learn or realize how to make this entertainment piece for people on social
I have
media?
no idea.
Yeah. It
I have
just kind of blew
absolutely no
up.
background in this. This is all a crazy story. And I know you like this story yourself because everyone I speak with loves this story because it's really wonderful. Because I hate Instagram, like I started on Instagram, I don't know, when I was a kid, and I saw how it was damaging for many people. Like
Right.
I saw that, as I was growing up, and I deleted it, in sometime in high school maybe. And I was completely off of Instagram. And I only downloaded it and made an account for this. I haven't done a lot of posting besides some pictures of my dog or something back when. So it was like a completely fresh start. I think that's why it worked is the ideas were coming to me without the assumptions that normally influencers have when they start, that things
Yeah.
have to not really be in the real world or not have a substantial effect on society.
Yeah.
I just did what I was passionate about, like what I could, everything I'm resourced to do to the best of my abilities. And it's working. Like it is really cool what's happening outside. Maybe I can give you a tour later. But out there, we got flowers all up the block. We've got fences all up the block. We've got mulch and compost. We got a watering system. We're just getting ready to paint. And then we throw a party. Like
That's
it is
amazing.
so awesome. And everything's getting easier as long as we
Yeah.
are trying to get better, getting better tools, being better resourced so we can feed ourselves.
Right.
It's all getting a little easier with time.
So you've also set up a irrigation system?
Not so much, I don't know if I'd say irrigation so much as I'm running buckets of water based on
Yeah.
when it's not raining. And I have a way of getting water on this block. And I'm probably going to figure out a system where I'm paying for water or I'm legally opening a fire hydrant, actually, which you can do. Like if you
Yeah.
go through the proper permit process, which I know someone who can teach me how to do. Like if I can do that, I
Yeah.
will get people from the neighborhood to sign up and I'll say, hey, this is a handoff. I love this neighborhood. I love you guys. I want you to have this block. You have to water these every day for the next 30 days. Then you will have these forever. I
Yeah.
need 12 people and you will be public. Like your names will be on these beds. You're going to take care of them for 30 days. Just only if you want to do it, you can volunteer, but this will be your bed to take care of.
Your
And we'll teach you
project.
how to
Yeah.
do we'll teach you how to do everything just to go get it through this. And then we'll figure out, we'll assign neighbors to maintain it after that. They're just doing basic stuff like picking out trash
Yeah.
and a key, once a season, adding compost. They know what to do. We teach them
Yeah.
how to maintain those specific plants.
Well, and that's something that you noted that you said that's super important is that the plants that you're planting are natives. And that's something that, moving to Florida, I've learned a lot about, especially with the insane droughts that we've been having. Once these plants are established, they're going to take care of themselves.
Oh, it's
They're,
so great. It's such man, that makes my life so much easier because I can't guarantee that I can put a neighborhood on watering these forever because they might
right.
be paying for the water. The supers might not get on board, the landlords, whatever. I don't want it to be hard for people. So we're
Yeah.
doing the easiest plants. They just gotta like, do basic care for them. But
Yeah.
it's not always easy sourcing these too. Like it's
Right.
hard to find native perennials around here.
Right. Yeah. Well, I think too, I feel if I was a person living in one of those apartments and I saw, this beautification of my block, I would take responsibility on my own too to make sure that these are continued to take care of because it means something. And there are green spaces in New York, but there are people with disabilities and elderly
Yeah.
people that cannot
I know
get to these
there are.
spaces.
We would love it if people, the moment they step out their door, there's like a space for them. It's almost a public park.
Yeah.
Like we can design these if we're doing a full block for it to become, and I want it to be immediately a community space for people to meet their neighbors and take care of each other
Yeah.
with proper resources that we're going to connect them with. We're going to connect them with what they need. Like, this is how you use this government service to complain. If you have this problem, tell me and I'll post it on social media.
Right.
Like, we'll figure out a system so that they can take care of themselves, and I'll try to teach them about it. And that's the crazy project, is kind of going at littering and cleaning New York from like a super bottom level, good, right at the root of the problem.
Grassroots. Yeah.
Yeah, super
Yeah.
grassroots, but also like really fixing littering rather than just picking up the trash.
And it goes hand in hand. I go back to like what I said earlier. I really believe that in these spaces, someone's going to think twice about throwing their trash down because
Yeah.
why?
Yeah, we'll tell them it'll like, here's your soil sample from before. It happened because of these things that were in here. Now the soil looks like this. Like look at the before and after. We can even have a container of the before soil and the after. We're like, this is what healthy soil looks like.
Yeah.
We have to not put like gross stuff in there. If you have a rat problem, tell us. Don't just like pour concrete, and we'll fix it actually fast. For free. Like, unlike your super, like we can just get there and do it.
Right. Right. What have you had a block party yet?
No, I'm so excited. But it's going to be really private. Like, I won't announce the location. I won't announce the day. It's going to be a surprise. You'll have to live on the block to figure out what it's doing. Like it's going to be paper slipped under doors or something. Like, it's going to be really private.
I love it. And what do you envision in the block party?
Oh, it's going to be great. It'll be awesome. And it should be on social media, but I don't know if it will. Like, we'll hire a band, hopefully feature musicians from the area. We have a dance floor. We have food that's provided for free. There's t-shirt giveaways about neighborhood pride. And then we all get to paint the new tree yards, because these ones are set up to be like colorful and paintable. So we set up paintbrushes, and then the purpose of this party, in addition to many other things like giving them resources, is also giving them a chance to completely personalize the block, but only by communicating with each other. Like, what they're doing is legal. We're setting up a proper way for them to do it. But if they want to have a say in how things look, it's like you're at this party, you have to like talk with people, and you're creating something with your neighborhood that you're going to look at together. Right. And it represents you guys. Like, it's a really fun idea. I love it.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
But one of the tough things is the wood, the paint. It's going to flake in time being outside like this. And I really wish we could have a system. I don't think there is one for making it permanent.
Perhaps down the road, when there's bigger people invested in this, that
and they'll figure out a way. It's a lot of like R&D all the time. We joke like we need a head of research and development for all this stuff because it's crazy.
What is there a reaction from a neighbor or a community member that stands out to you most since you started this project?
Let me think. There are a couple. Because I talk with these neighbors, like I'll talk with 5, 10, 20 people in a day, depending on what work we're doing outside, and they'll all come over and I'll meet them. I think there are 3 that like immediately come to mind. One is this is from like right now. I'm trying to say what I can without spoiling what we're doing. We want to paint a memorial for someone who was really important to this community, but who passed away on the block, and he matters a lot to the people here. And we managed to get in contact with his wife, and we're going to try to come up with an idea for making a memorial for him, like a mural, because now we can paint and really express ourselves. And so we're going to do that. And she broke down crying apparently when she heard from her neighbor that we want to do this. That's powerful. This stuff is, my gosh, like it's very powerful every day. Another, gosh, this one's also tough. There was a kid on my blog, like super cute kid, and she was riding a stroller, and she kept like coming back and forth. And I was doing a call for work, and she would come up and be laughing, and then going down the block, then come up and she'd laugh. And I asked her eventually, because she just kept coming back, do you want flowers on your block? And she said, I wish I had a video, but I don't. She said, on my block? And I was like, yeah, on your block. And she said, on my block? And then I had to repeat it like 4 times. And she's like, yeah, like I want that. It's so absurd on this block how long it's been since there have been flowers. It's something like at least 30 years, like a whole generation. And that is really powerful. So when people see that, it's a big deal. And the kids who have never really seen that, or like native flowers like these ever, maybe. But it's really powerful stuff, like the stories that happen here. And there's one more. Well, yeah, the painting on the block, the colors are color matched to one of my neighbor's Dominican hometowns. And when he saw it, ooh, like he was so happy, and it like reminds him of home now. And I don't care how anyone else feels about this block off the block. It means a lot to the people here, and it's meant for them. So like it's perfect. And those sorts of interactions, it's why I'm working on this stuff all the time.
Have you done any research to see if ever there were, because you had said like, 30 years. So there was a point where these beds were filled.
Yeah. I said in living memory, I would say in living memory, there were no flowers here. That's like, there are people who have been here for 60 years. They said that.
I remember New York. I lived in Chelsea. Never once ever just saw trash. Maybe on the Upper East Side when I'd go to work, there'd be pretty planters and things on streets, but
yeah,
never.
no, it's really expensive for a lot of neighborhoods to get these things. And I don't think they fully understand like how to get one. Like I didn't. I don't know why it's so unclear. I don't know why this isn't something that all New Yorkers are told. But to get a tree guard, there are like pre-approved designs and you can buy them. And they're not that expensive. Very similar. Yeah, and you can put in flowers. You can get like permits for these things. It's not that hard. We need to make some videos teaching people how to do that.
Yeah.
We're going through the process ourselves right now. But yeah, like you can just figure out how to do this. And I think that I'm trying to create a community in so many ways where this is like really social engineering. But neighborhoods getting to know each other, the internet and the neighborhoods getting to know me. And we're able to bring experts together with volunteers to teach them how to do what we're doing, which they can then bring back to their blocks and learn how to do. Like it's a very cool system to set up. And I'm very happy to kind of see it flowing. It's starting to like work, but you can hear there's kind of a lot of, there might be maybe 4 more things we've got to figure out before we can really do it. But it's hard. Like I don't think anyone else in New York can figure out how to do this right now.
Right. But with the momentum and the donations and just the advocacy that you're doing to bring attention to this, it's because today I tuned in, it's like 88 day.
Yeah, I think 86 or something.
Yeah, like it's so fresh. So where do you kind of see this movement going beyond the cleanups themselves, but the community that you're trying to build?
I think it's going to be, there's an internet community where we're teaching them by showing them like how to make some beautiful spaces. Like it could be like New York City is a place I'm cleaning, but it's flexible based on who the audience is. Like
Right.
I kind of want the work that we do in the True Beds to be done as well as we know how to do it. Like where we are trying to be artists in a way. Like we're really thinking about this stuff. And that's stuff that's interesting for content and it attracts qualified people to teach us, to help us teach other people. And so we can teach people at our events. That's like the in-person type group. And that could become just like a social group somehow. Like we can figure it out. But if we can bring people together to learn how to make stuff beautiful wherever they go, then we just send them out and we're like, it costs, it's expensive. It costs like $500 to do this, but like maybe we can figure out a way of sourcing parts for a lot less for people somehow through a sponsored program like Home Depot or someone like, especially a local spot. Like we could really do amazing things in New York.
Totally.
Like super visible, super impactful, and like we have the means to do it. So that's something we're working out is just figuring out those sorts of wrinkles in this overall system.
Yeah, my wheels are turning so fast and I'm just like, I'm going to get this person in touch with David and this like
Yeah,
soil
it's gonna
companies.
count. Yeah, but I'm trying to incorporate as much like local stuff. Like I have another thing I want to show you. Can I grab it?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, let me grab it. And I put this pickaxe back too. But this is going to be like a studio because all the props, like everything we use is here in some way. Yeah. They're outside. Give me one second. All right. So this bag is pretty fun for me. It's burlap. It's biodegradable. And like, I was thinking one day, like, I need mulch. But like everything that we do is social and there's people out in the world who like have stuff that we could use and we can kind of feature them to help. Like, and it's just a barter economy basically. So I just asked the cafe, I'm sorry, I forget their name right now, but I'll mention it if I come up with it later. And then when I asked them, do you have any like burlap sacks from your coffee? They were like, yeah, you come pick them up. Like we give them to gardeners. And so we got like bags that are biodegradable that we can use to move mulch from mulch sites that we are able to use. So like we're trying to really design a sustainable system as much as we can. It's mostly like hand tools, just sweating it out. It's just we're out here quietly and respectfully like taking care of stuff. No like loud voices and stuff. It's pretty nice.
It's so incredibly cool.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's like it's really fun to run.
Well, and it's a no-brainer too. It's like such an easy way to put the mulch in and carry it to wherever you have to.
Yeah, yeah. And if we need a weed barrier at some place, because we have like horrible weeds in some of these like upcoming beds, they'll be great to use for that video where we're just like, this is what it looks like to kind of have a zero waste system. Like you figure out, I can use these bags for two things. Where like there's a use and there is a decomposition of it. And like we can literally film that. And that's awesome. That's like a super cool thing to feature with trash. And so there are like a lot of really fun, creative ideas that we're just coming up with all the time. And I'm excited to film a lot of them.
What have you learned about New York City by walking its streets block by block with the mindset of your mission and what you're doing?
That's a really good question. The streets look completely different. Like you don't unsee these things when you're a part of this. And I think it's an eye opener for a lot of New Yorkers, especially transplants, but also a lot of New Yorkers who never leave their borough. Like there is such a disparity in public health and access to green space in New York. And it's not that expensive a problem to fix. Like at least with what we're doing, it's just like this interesting solution that seems to be working. Like we can, if you just figure it out, you figure out how to organize people and get funding together, you can kind of do it. And when I look at a block, I'm just like looking at what is solvable for the community. Like literally I'm walking around all the time thinking about this stuff because it's going to later be content. Thinking like, what is the problem? Who is the person we have to ask to get permission to fix it? And then we just fix it for free. Like it's a pretty simple system, but you just have to have qualified people ready to fix every problem. And you just feature their businesses. Like it's this barter economy that is just beautiful. And we can just, if we're organized about it in some way, it's going to take all of this, and it's going to take a lot more in this room. But if we can figure it out, then we can really make a difference in these communities in a way that I think will address root causes of some of the higher level problems.
Yeah. Has there been any negative pushback from landlords or super? Yeah.
No, they love it. Like everyone loves it somehow. I thought I was going to catch some flack from someone. Like no one on the block has complained. They all love it. It's awesome. Like even, my landlord, he watches on the camera, which is funny, and he loves it. It's hilarious. It's really funny. I thought some more things would go wrong, but every super is like, oh, you'll take care of the rats. You'll plant flowers and you'll figure out how to get other people to take care of them. And maybe you buy me a free trash can. You like figure out how to help people. And it's not that expensive. And we're like using everything at our disposal to try and get each of these solutions kind of over the finish line.
Yeah. I am a horticulture student at the University of Florida right now. And a big thing that we've been discussing in class is plant blindness and this concept where, plants are just always there and you just kind of have this blindness to them. But living in New York, after a few months, after a few years, I had trash blindness. Like, friends would come and visit and be like, how do you live in this?
Yeah. I want to say something on that. There was like, when I go to clean, it's really interesting. This stuff is like super interesting for me from a psychology perspective. People from I'm trying to think of how to phrase this. People from clean neighborhoods, especially, don't notice certain problems and maybe are less willing to help. Like there's this blindness for the trash. I think people from some dirtier neighborhoods who really get what the problem is are really down to help, and they see it. They've seen these problems become big problems. The whole tree bed is filled with bottle caps. The whole tree bed is grown out with weeds, or there's hundreds of pounds of trash against a wall, and we got to figure it out. They get it, And then there are so many New Yorkers, and I don't want to point fingers, but there's so many New Yorkers who don't even realize that exists. And I am so tired of that being something. We have social media in New York. I don't understand why that's not something that's more understood, the total disparity in why it exists. And then a system to try and fix it, And so I'm working on it. It's complicated. We're trying to figure it out.
Yeah. For the viewers and the people tuning in, what are some of your needs now? You do have a GoFundMe.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
What kind of things can, someone that's in Alabama says, you know what, David, I love what you're doing. I want to support. How can someone support you?
I think one of my favorite things is if they know, I love the communication train and barter economy that this is becoming, because we're using a lot of stuff that people have too much of and then just incorporating it into the stream. If anyone has connections to used wood stain or something what else? Lumber that might otherwise go to waste. Maybe compost that's sustainably sourced in some way or locally sourced. And that will probably use New York City. Mulch that might even come from, local branches of trees that fell and then we had to chip up, but it shows that you can actually use that as a resource. Those sorts of things. I love that. And I really want to develop that with this project before we try to scale it. Cause I want a sustainable supply chain. And then I need qualified people who are down to like come here and do really cool work. Like what we do is actually amazing. And it should be on video, but I need people who are licensed and like they understand this stuff and they can come work and we'll get all the materials they need and we'll do this, but we'll do it on video. It's really like a production. I need, pruners. I need super stewards. I need welders. I need painters. I need artists. I need gardeners, of course. I need suppliers for all of those. There's a lot always, but it's like I really love relationships. So if you know someone, just
Yeah. I just I said this earlier, it just like my head is turning, like not only just from living in New York, but now, I've been in this green plant garden space for like 6 years now, and I've had so many phenomenal New Yorkers on this podcast as well that it's time to get the ball running.
yeah, exactly.
And
That's like let's get everyone. Let's like put them together. Like it could be influencers or it could just be people on the block. Let's just like figure it out. Let's just do a really New York social media thing. It can be a trend. I don't care because it's going to fix stuff. Like just get
David,
the people
it's
together.
already kind of been trending. I mean,
it's been like,
look,
it's crazy.
Your account. And again, from May of this year to now,
we had a 10,000 follower like 2 days, the last couple of days. The account, gosh, like this all is crazy. It's so crazy. The account.
I went to the Springs this weekend. One of my friends, she sent me the message, forwarded your account, and was like, "Have you heard about Trash Talk NYC? Like, they need to be on your podcast." And I was like,
people know something's happening here, and it's really cool. Like politicians know about it; they message us. Certain businesses are starting to pick up on it, and then like the community knows, and they're really helping. Like they're helping us store materials, get us parking. Like what needs to be done to like get this going in the community. And it's awesome. And it doesn't take a lot of money. And I didn't start this project to be rich. Like if you look at a lot of influencers and like where they start, you're going to find like a concept that was good and like well produced because it's not their first time doing it.
Right.
This started from absolutely nothing with like no expectations. And so like, I'm down to just do this and like make it work and trust that it's going to work, but it might be a lot harder than like a normal influencer's thing where they're just like kind of like take sponsorships and that's it.
Right. Well, and because it's much more than that. You're literally building community.
Yeah. We're taking on the risk. We're doing some hardcore work that might be scary. Like it's intense sometimes. You got to de-escalate situations. There are people that have run at me like almost to fight because they misunderstand a situation.
Right.
Like we're pushing some boundaries to do something positive, but people aren't used to it yet.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's great. Like I'm friends with those people now. Like I hang out with them here, but they just didn't understand. Like there was a guy, we were doing some like construction work and he was a super and like, bless him. I love him. But he pulled up, he got out of his car and he started yelling and he said like he saw on the security cameras people doing construction. What the hell are you doing? Like what's going on? And I was confused. Like I didn't know what exactly to do in that moment. Because I thought he saw the tree guards and for some reason he was mad about it, even though like we're clearly trying to like give them free flowers. But then my friend realized that he just couldn't see what we were doing. He had only seen the construction without any context.
Right.
And so she said, just like come around the car and like, he just can't see. And then he came around and he saw it and he put his hands on his head and he's like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize you were those guys like that are making the block better. It was the funniest interaction and I wish I had it on video. Now I just have the story, which I'm sure I'll tell again. But he was so apologetic and so grateful. And he offered to bring us waters later to apologize and thank us. Like that stuff comes up and it's intense sometimes. And I don't think there are a lot of people willing to deal with that risk sometimes on a daily basis. But like for some reason, And so we're just doing what we can to help. And it's scary sometimes, but it's like, it's good.
Where can everyone find you on social media and your website?
Oh, yeah. I'd say the Instagram is the main account. That's Trash Talk _NYC. The website's great though. And the website we're developing, it might become more of a social space and a place to hear about cool events. So I'd say sign up for the email list there, which is trashtalknyc.org. And that's in development. You might not get an immediate email, but we're working on that. And the TikTok exists as well, but just be aware that Instagram is the main communication point.
Awesome. Yeah, the website's very user friendly, and I was able to.
Oh yeah, I know my college
navigate.
Again, I love this project because it's come out of friendships and relationships and people who just want to help. Not like none of us. I wish some of us were getting paid, but like we're just trying to survive. And my friend from college, she made that website with me by just pulling all-nighters pretty much for 2 weeks straight to get everything set up for this to work. It was super difficult, but she figured it out. And her name is Fabiola, and she's great. She's also, looking for an acting gig if anyone knows anyone.
Awesome.
But yeah, no, it's all just been through helping each other. And even the website's an example of that.
Yeah. I love it. David, thank you so much. I look forward to speaking with you again in the future as this scales. And like I said, I'm definitely once I pop off here, I'm going to send you an email with some contacts that I really think that would be beneficial. And I know that, I can feel your passion and your heart. And
oh yeah,
that's why
everyone who talks with, they understand it.
And that's why I love doing this podcast too, because it's like bringing people that have this passion to, because there is, especially, after the pandemic in New York, like there is this incredible psychological turmoil that you deal with and that you, and green spaces change.
It's been really hard.
Yeah. Yeah. And so thank you so much for what you're doing. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's my pleasure. And if you want to talk even right after this, like things move fast. So I'd love to speak.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Sure. Thanks.
Awesome. All right.